Standing committee, even
you are watching on Planet TV.
House of government. Have the executives. Executive will be president, president, and then all the agencies of government. Actually, all how they name implement government agencies and policies. Then where legislation, where I fall in Nigeria, I run by camera legislation, system, whereby you have the Senate and the House of Reps. Then there was the judiciary. So, and there was a standing committee that supervise activities of the executives. Standing committee and
Orthon Palace
something.
Ekwulobia.
I went out of my way
Anambra
because of how to
State.
never an erosion site. For those of you Jegolu erosion site, they were Ekwulobia. Conquer the Nibugu, conquer the Noga, conquer China, conquer the all these places. You visited the erosion site. Some homes have been displaced. All you put them, because of that, I went out of my way to opt to become a member of Ecological Fund. Ecological Fund, a fund they say we take erosion site, across the country. And to the glory of God, I succeeded in becoming a member. So after I inaugurated in July, the following month, I moved the motion. Of course, let me also tell you that as an honorable member, as a legislator, our major job is actually to make laws. Either we make a new law, we repeal the one they obsolete, or we amend an existing law, through bills. And then quality representation. How do you represent somebody? A lot of you let me give you an example, talking about representation. Shortly after we were sworn in, somebody came to my office one day. So I went here in your and said, okay, yes, what can I do for you? I said, because this is in the container. And since the other way, they don't container. And I showed here against the secretary to the government. Because I want to supervise. I said, okay, no problem. Luckily enough, the wife of the secretary to the government, Honorable Akume, is also my colleague, representing one of constituency in Benue State. He said, no problem. Let's go to Madam's office. And in House of Reps, we are all equal. Whether you are the speaker, you are in leadership. The moment I got to help, you are not expected to even knock and wait. That's the practice. Immediately I came and told her, Madam, please, this my constituent is having problem with. I said, no problem, no problem. He wants to see you, okay? I said, no problem. All right, we'll go back to your office. Let him wait. And shortly after that, he came a few weeks later to tell me, my brother, I'm very happy that I was given the opportunity to see the secretary to the government. So this is what we are called representation. On the money. Where they said, teach me how to fish, but don't give me to fish. So people, actually after this our engagement today, I want people to be disturbing me. I'm looking for admission. 2 days ago, Anambra Caucus will pay the costing cost to the new VC or University of Anambra State University. And one of the things we demanded that, look, we want you to help us to give our constituents admission. And he said, no problem. As long as the person is qualified, why not? You are representing us, and we're also gaining from your representation. So I want people to be telling me, how can you help? Can you give me a recommendation letter? You're a lecturer, you might go PhD. And I saw lecturership job, UNN, photo and all that. Some people are coming, but I want more people to know that that is why I'm there. That is why I have my letterhead paper. That's how I have my green biro. I'm always ready to do that. For some of you who have visited me in my office is 0.5 to 0.50 extension in House of Reps. My office is always open. And let me also thank all the communities that have come to visit me and I want more of you to be coming. So immediately after we were sworn in, I moved a motion for federal government to become the guest of the Aguata. In fact, I said in my motion that Aguata is headquarters of erosion sites in the whole Nigeria. Shortly after that motion, we had a public, normally after time when Aguata,
His Royal Highness Igwe Efi Ebelendo Najerugo Aguata Igwe Kenegi.
So normally prayers, those your prayers will now be sent to specific house committees now about the issue in the motion. So the motion, because of the motion, I'm going to have public hearing And that public hearing, I sent invitations to all the president generals. And let me also add here that I'm not happy with some of the towns for not sending either the president coming himself or sending a representative. Because that's the only way we can. Then at the same time, I make a president in the Ghana, especially the PG of Achina. Please, can you go study for recognition? PG Ekwulobia sent the Ekwulobia, and PG Ibubu sent the representative. But if you can have PG, because all you know, then you know, in a special way, let me also thank our two house members because they were there present. Honorable Tony Moovika and Honorable Anayo. Actually, Anayo told me that he had issue with his flight. He went to Abuja on official assignment. The issue of flight delays these days is so much. So I went that public hearing. And after that public hearing, I tell you honestly that the ecological funds, the Ministry of Environment were there, the Ministry of Water Resources was also there. I'm not going to get some solutions. Let me also use the opportunity to, I know that our governor, because we work hand in hand, or anytime being his rep, and he being my constituent, I always try to share information with him. And all of them know we have a erosion site in Ekwulobia. Okay, can I give it all about? So it was need to seriously intervene. Only Jauko, I come to page 19. Page 19. So you can run with me. Need to seriously intervene in the prevention erosion, devastating communities in Aguata. After that, I went in public hearing. Then after that, like as an honorable member, you are not only representing your people, you are also representing Nigeria. So when on 1st November 2023, I moved the motion on the urgent need to carry out population housing census to ensure effective national planning. Oh no, for those of you who are very abreast of what's happening, actually made this election and over 200 billion naira has been spent. And suddenly the thing went into voicemail, done with the money, and then for them to also start, because you can't actually make any meaningful economic planning without data. Data is very, very important. On the 7th February 2024, there was a lot of insecurity in Abuja, for those of you who live around there, where there are a lot of kidnapping. In fact, a friend of mine who just relocated his family because of the fact that he won an election, his wife was kidnapped. So I moved this motion, and shortly after that, the House invited those security chiefs. As a result of this motion, they were questioned to come and tell us what are they doing. If the capital of Nigeria is not safe, we know there is a lot of insecurity all over the country. But February 2024, before then, I got a call from somebody from Akko, one Mr. Obala from Akko, and I complained to Maka, the microfinance Akko, and many other ones that they revoked their license. Urgent public importance for the need for the CBN to restore the licenses of this microfinance. Because microfinance, baby, the downtrodden, the market women, do you know what it means for you to wake up one morning and see in Ego that you won't have access to it? Many of this money belong to cooperative society, town unions and all that. And I'm very happy that today, through that motion, the CBN was summoned by the Banking Regulation Committee and Committee for Banking Institutions, which I was also a member. And shortly after that, a lot of these banks, they have restored their, their licenses. I'm sure that some of you have customer there. Then I also moved the motion to investigate the security breach leading to the escape of Binance executive Nadeem and Jawala. Of course, no matter one of the major problems. For those of you Nago, WhatsApp of Manago, who are very current with economic in Nigeria. For instance, all these government agencies anywhere, for instance, FEMA, Federal Maintenance Road Agency, NAFDAC, Nigeria Electricity Regulation Commission, all of them, they were set up by a bill. If you establish a bill, assuming Kita and I will know each of them where, for instance, I'm working on medical. One medical center. On that, but I have not presented it. So it's through bills that establish agencies of government. or you can also use it to change or alter an existing constitution. On act to establish National Research Institute for Traditional Arts, Culture and Medicine in Ibugu. Of course, you know that in Ibugu already we have a museum there, we have the Yam House, and I felt that using that, it might be easy to get a bill. This Population Commission Act amendment, whereby was a specific time national census. Not after 20 years, you will know how many we are. Some people will still be claiming that there's so much, even when the records they have is not correct. On behalf of our constituents. For instance, somebody boy 6 years, 7 years, when you go man, he will come up with one story. Troy, the young man, I don't know at our village or maybe Yalizaka. In Jakudo, there's a kind of those like only who buy a call a chair or of woman now. And if he's not listening, you can bring him up to me. When I go to the house, I will lay the petition before the house. There's a public petition committee. They will summon him. A lot of people have already gotten, a lot of, petitions have sorted a lot of problems in national. When you are not paid the pay off, you come to me. Or you go to our constituency office on our road. If you can't get to me, go there. They will write. Even if you don't have a lawyer to do, we have lawyers in our service who will help to write it. But as long as they in a book, there is no good. Because before we lay any petition, we'll have engagement with you. My lawyer will have some words with you to make sure that you're not misleading. Because before I lay any petition, I will make sure that what I'm saying is reasonably true. For Professor Fabian C. Okafor. Professor Fabian C. Okafor, a lecturer. For Mr. Emilia Reti, veteran. This is a retired Shell staff. The budget which I prepared is the budget I gave you run very soon. But all the same, I will be able to install 3-in-1 solar light no more now. Then I will go 3-in-1 classroom block, a primary school no more now. I commissioned a few months ago. I invited the Sharon doing construction of actually it was supposed to be a 4-kilometer road, ring road in Ibugu. But due to the inflation, because we can have the budget last year, where one bag of cement can on maybe 4,000 or so kilometers. Then of course, I need to establish the constituency office. Is open for everybody. Anything in well or now well, just go there. Only about the head of that constituency office, which for Kenneth, is he here? Yes, for Franklin is from Oga, and Hon Engr Dom Okafor is from Ekwulobia. The office is a standard office where every modern office equipment, anything in here, and real time, they have internet connectivity to make sure the market has them there. They're always there to help. All the erosion sites anywhere in Aguata to identify the extent of these erosion sites. Then after that, they measure the survey. In fact, in the action, they just finished their own because all were processes. First of all, when you finish the survey, you send it to the ecological for them to capture it. It has to be captured first before the government can now apply funds to it. And as Mungai Kenya, one night Honorable Chief is also doing a lot, because as Noye Plumat also, Sibet and I came when one quick and he was always there for me. And he's always, anytime Kolia, naturally for secretary to the government, whatever he needs, anywhere, on in Nowaka, he's always there to give me contacts, having been there before me. I am 50 constituents about and these constituents I selected them from all the wards. Like I told you, when I will carry out a data exercise. Anything I know, we will make sure no now all the news and cranny of the federal constituency. Price on IT skill, I must say I have brand new HP from all the and the end because because of patronage, you know? What do I mean by patronage? It is very heartbreaking when you see the manual market. In a computer, somebody who does not need it. In a laptop, I have 400,000, no one can find you 100,000. But what we did, actually, let me tell you of a story. Apology to a lot of people who may say, okay, we can get better, but that is very important to do something for somebody that has a need for that particular empowerment. About 100 women and youth across 20 wards in the eyes of vocational skill, and all that. And after that, I have some starting grants, take-up grants in terms of some cash. All that a lot of you benefited from it. Then I get one rice, fertilizer. It's good about 600 and something bags of fertilizer. If many of you may use guitar, then I call you.
Very helpful.
Yes.
Very helpful.
Or next month.
We need it now.
Then of rice. And get guys with rice. I will go to the preaching. Then some Asatu women. Because I'm not aware the way I have been Asatu women in the Oka, in the party. When I say party, I mean all the political parties. And in the Keke, in the Okada, we make sure that 9 reached all these critical stakeholders beginning 9. Then on 30th of March, being my birthday, a few months ago, I said, how do I celebrate this birthday? How do I temptations across Aguata Federal constituency? Where vouchers, and when I in the party, when I in the Oka, lay readers, catechists, when I in the teachers, when I in the KK, and all that. And anywhere in a picture, maybe if you bring it up, they will see it. Various filling stations that across Aguata Federal constituency, and people my chance to know. Of course, don't recruit, though right now recruit about 8,100 teachers. First of all, recruiting first 5,000. Then recently, they are just concluding the recruitment another 3,100. And the woman, he will tell you that look, if you are not qualified to teach my son or my daughter, I cannot hire you to teach other children. Because of it, the mirror is from me, no? When they say the exam, you go and write the exam. So when they said this exam, when I actually some people are not having access to the internet. So what I did was I called Uwaskai. Where is Uwaskai? My head of media. Where you brother? Now I got the name of my 11 business centers. Each of the business centers I we discuss with them. I pay them. When I'm not trying to this exam, log onto the internet, let the person register. Because unfortunately, and when you get this exercise, you know, Aguata is still reasonably rural. I had to be urban like that. And we further men internet. So, and when center Noga, and when they club, and when they Google, then we sensitize it to all the platforms. And when Aguata, a lot of our, sons and daughters register when they need the exam. And the cut off, some of you might have cut off. Even when every subject, or no marketing, accounting, I even cut off. Cut off. Through the help of Umunai, Anayo is the chairman House Committee on Education. Then Tony too is also House member. Then Chinyere Mbakwe is also a member of Asubel. I was calling all of them to make sure no that exam meet here all the cutoff. I even went to the extent of meeting the chairman of the Asubel now about her exams. And I'm very happy that almost 80-90% of all of them have already been recruited. I went in like I went along, then when you went along in civil defense, then when you went in FCDA, apart from the Kuza, and so many of them are still going through the process. Last 3 weeks, I had a meeting with the engineers. Engineer is from our law. Most of those roads in China is partly due to his efforts and that of India. Engineer was recently appointed as FCT commissioner. In fact, he's trying to help Wike to set up, with a good standard. The only man he went to Suka is an engineer. He's a very qualified and astute engineer. exam counts, give their qualifications, their phone number, and all that. So they won't have such an opportunity. All I need to do is a phone call away. Feel free to send your CV to me, to my WhatsApp, to my constituency office, on the office in Abuja. I can also bring it. Christmas, so January, what we call Aguata Harmony competition. During that competition, I think the first prize, we gave them 1 million naira. I think it was won by Ekwulobia. And let me also use the opportunity to AMCOM. AMCOM, they are the responsible for recovery from government education. That routine is and what I do, every sure I use the opportunity to even the Aguata Peace in Southeast initiative.